Hi, welcome to our day 4 of Tap Titans gameplay walkthrough. And here we go. So, I was not able to play too much today because it's a family base. I've spent time with family. I was only able to do 2 prestigious. Okay, so we were able to our first prestige. I think that was at stage 434, and then the second one is at 431. So at 430, I'm planning to go ahead and join the tournament. As you can see here, we have a tournament currently running. It's the prize is 80 crafting shards and 10 eggs if you reach first prize. So let's check the prizes. For rank 2 to 3, you will get 40 crafting shards and 6 eggs. And you get 300 diamonds, by the way, and 35 tournament points. For rank 1, that's 400 diamonds and 50 tournament points. For rank 4 to 10, you're gonna get 200 diamonds, 30 tournament points, 30 crafting shards, and 6 eggs. For rank 11 to 25, that's 150 diamonds, 25 tournament points, 20 crafting shards, and 5 eggs. For 26 to 50, is 100 diamond, 20 tournament points, 15 crafting shards, and 4 eggs. For rank 51 to 80 is 75 diamonds, 15 tournament points, 10 crafting shards, 3 eggs. For 81 to 130 is 30 diamonds, 10 tournament points, 5 crafting shards, 2 eggs. And then for rank 131 to 200, they're gonna get 20 diamonds, 5 tournament points, 5 crafting shards, and 1 egg. So for this tournament, we would want to get the highest ranking as possible. So as I mentioned, I'm gonna tell you a bit of my strategy of what I use, and also besides those rewards, there is a relic multiplier. That means whenever we do a prestige, we're gonna get a 50% more. So that's 1.5% more of the normal relics that we're gonna get. Okay. It's like having one mythic set, because each mythic set is gonna give you that same buff. As you can see here, there's a 1.5 relic multiplier for each and every mythic set. Okay, so we would want to, if we can, I really love to get first spot, but at low levels, it's actually about RNG. It's about luck of getting the best relic possible, and that's actually one of the things that I did. Okay, so I didn't buy any new artifacts. Actually, after our video, I only bought one. I did we did 3 prestigious. Okay. Although the one I mistakenly did right away, so we only got about 200 relics by then. Right now, based on my records, we got 1,374 relics for the past 3 prestigious that we got since our video last yesterday. Okay, so back then, on my first prestige, I did buy a new artifact, which is Boots of Hermes. If you remember, we talked about some of the S tier artifacts that is out there, and Boots of Hermes is one of them. So looking back here, it's this one. So it gives us a porter's pawn chance bonus. Okay, so this is a capped artifact. Capped artifacts meaning they can reach up to level 40. Alright. So some of the capped artifacts, the one that I'm sure are capped is Laborer's Pendant, Egg of Fortune, Invader's Shield, Axe of Muerte, Boots of Hermes, Unbound Gauntlet, Master Swords, and Arrow Spear. Okay. So we were able to get some diamonds today, so I'm thinking because of the tournament and because it is a shards tournament, uh, we might salvage some of the artifacts that we have. If I'm gonna be looking at our artifacts, the ones that maybe we can and I'm willing to salvage would be multiple fairy and Chester Sun. The reason being is because we're gonna be using pet hunt Heart of Midas. As you can see, our pet here is glowing. If I tap on that, we're gonna get some gold, and that is our main gold source. Currently, I'm still running, or we're still the same build, pet build. But as we go on in this tournament, if we were able to prestige a lot, I'm aiming at least 10 prestiges. So if we're able to get to 23 skill points and some of our gear toward our clanship, I might switch clanship. Okay, but either way, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys in a video or record our video for tomorrow, just about before the tournament is done. Okay, so we would the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna join this tournament, or well, I'm already at 4th or the 4th. We can go ahead and prestige now and join the tournament. So once you join the tournament, what it's gonna do is it's gonna force you to prestige. Okay, but as you can see, our normal advanced start should start at 326, but because of the tournament, there's an additional stages that it's gonna give us for free. That's only for the first prestige when you join the tournament. Okay, so if by any chance after joining the tournament I went to 434 stage again and I prestige, it's gonna bring me to 326. Okay, that's how it's gonna be. Alright, so I did mention that we're gonna talk about perks today. As you all know, we still have our Make It Rain perk that we got from the milestone, and to further the milestone we can use that perk, but since it's tournament, I am planning to use that perk on the tournament so that we can get some bonuses here. I'm thinking that we can get about 3-4 maybe bonuses or freebies, maybe some golds and some stuff. Okay, so we're gonna be using Make It Rain. One of the things that I'm gonna show you guys is we're gonna use this Make It Rain before, just before we join the tournament. So I'm gonna activate Make It Rain and then join the tournament right away. Okay, what that's gonna do is that, because Make It Rain is based on your current stage, and the amount of gold it's gonna give you is based on your current stage. So basically, there's a couple of second time once we get this Make It Rain that fairies are gonna fly in around here, this part, and most of the gold will go towards after prestiging, which will give us this huge boost because we will be able to upgrade a lot of heroes, and not just heroes, we'll be able to upgrade our sword master higher as well. As you can see, we can level it up to 1000. But during my idle time, I changed this one to, what is it on Shadow Clone? I changed it to clanship. I think I switched to Shadow Clone just to try out the damage and forgot to bring it back to clanship. So I usually change to clanship whenever I'm sleeping. I'm just gonna bring my phone online, and I'm just gonna keep it on during that time. I have USB debugging mode on, and I use the stay awake option turned on. That means when your phone is charging, it's gonna stay awake. Okay, although I'm not tapping, that my clanship is doing the works, giving me some stages, so that when I wake up, I'll be able I'll be able to have those stages. Okay. So going back, let's talk about perks. So power up swiping. Power swiping is basically, it's gonna let us, so we're gonna swipe like this, and it's gonna give us the tapping equivalent of 20 taps per second. Okay, so that's actually a huge boost considering that we are using pet build. Okay, adrenaline rush, it gives us 5 damage in all attacks and decreases the delay between the active and inactive Titan spawn. So basically, it spawns faster. That saves you time in farming, because we're gonna farm a lot during the tournament. So make it rain, it's as it says, it's gonna make gold rain. Okay, and then mana potion, it will refill your entire mana pool at the first time you use it, and also it will give you a bonus mana regeneration. It doesn't say here. Oh, there you go. It says 1.5, but the specific amount of mana regeneration is not mentioned. Basically, it's gonna base on your current mana regeneration. Since we have 2.4, I'm thinking it's about 1.2. Okay. And then next is Doom. Doom increases the damage over time for 12 hours. The damage is increased against each Titan each second for up to 100 times damage over 30 seconds. So Doom is actually a good way to push. It's gonna let us push further, because as we fight bosses, you remember there are timers for bosses. There you go. As you can see there, oops, I got that. As you can see there is technically 30 seconds time frame for us to kill the boss. And as we near, or as we take time to finish the boss, our damage is gonna get higher and higher and higher each second. So Doom is actually a good boost. And there's Clan Crate. It's gonna basically same as Make It Rain in a sense, but a little bit lower, and it's gonna give Clan Crate to your clanmates as well. That's why it's said Clan Crate, because it's gonna give your clanmates Clan Crate as well. And as you will see the Clan Crate over here, the animation is gonna be there. That same exact that same box that you see here, it's gonna be showing over here, and then you just tap on that and use it. Okay, so that's how it's gonna be. All right. So we just got new equipment. It's critical. That's nice. Let's go ahead and switch it out. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and join the tournament and then get some new relics, and hopefully we will be able to get Book of Shadows. Alright, so let's try that out. So as I mentioned, we're gonna use Make It Rain and then join the tournament right away. So look at me, here we go. And there you go. So you can see the players are dropping the golds as we prestige. There you go. So we just prestige to 416, and we have that much gold, as you can see here. So that's actually a huge boost for us. Alright, so let's go here, get the milestone. Let's collect that. Give some equipment. Background, also some gold, another boost, power swiping. That's very much welcome. We are will very much help us right now because we are at using cap build. So let's go ahead and use up as much gold as we can for the sword master, then unlock the heroes that we can unlock. So as you can see, when we prestige, there was an equipment on ground. Just to let you guys know, you can actually get a total of 20 equipments each and every day whenever you prestige and go to up to 90% of your max prestige. So you do that a couple of times until you get the 20 equipments that you can get for each day. That is besides the equipment that you will get for every 20 levels starting level 15. Okay. So those are different equipments. So I'm just getting some levels for the hero. So now let's go ahead and use power of swiping and get that milestone. Oops, let's go back here. Oops, there's a fairy. Let's tap on that. So, okay, let's go ahead and watch the ad. Alright, so hopefully we'll be able to get other, I'm thinking there are other perks that we'll be able to use right now due to the milestone achievements. So let's try those. Let's get the gold or the gems here or the diamonds here. Use 2 perks, nice one. Let's collect that. That's 10 diamonds, really nice. Some gold. And the adrenaline rush. I think it's gonna make us use adrenaline rush again for stage 400. That's very nice. We would very much welcome that. Let's go ahead and use adrenaline rush. So we pretty much have a huge boost for this tournament, considering that we have 2 perks activated. And we got 2 equipments. Reach stage 450. Okay, so that's pretty much easy. Let's check the equipments that we've got. There's not much. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell the equipments that we don't use. Alright. Okay. So for this one, I'm gonna use that damage and oh shoot. Well, that's just Heavenly Strike, so it's not that much of a big deal. That's fine. For this one, spell hero. Okay. That damage is 12. Exponent of 28. 13. Exponent of 28. Although this has a higher, well, let's use that for the meantime. Let's check out which one is going to give us higher damage. So that's how I check which equipment should I use. Okay, so I try to switch. I check the damage over here, sorry, over there. The 1.13 exponent of 28. So let's try to change that. 1.13 is the same. 1.13 is the same. 1.13, it's pretty much the same. So let's stick to sword attack damage. That way it's not necessarily entirely, entirely dependent on what hero we upgrade. Oops, can we upgrade our? Oh, okay. So remember, we got a background. Let's go ahead and equip that. There you go. There you go. And save. Let's see the background over there that we were able to change. Okay, so right now let's go ahead and discover new artifacts which we unlock. Hopefully we get Book of Shadows. Elixir of Eden for Shadow Clone. Pretty much useless. Okay, we just got one new. So I'm thinking of doing salvage. 213. We have 550. Can I buy any pet? Nope. There's no pet that we want. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and salvage. Let's just leave at least 150 diamonds. Okay, so I'm willing to use those diamonds so that we can get a better placing in the tournament. Alright, so let's salvage that one. And we're gonna salvage Chesterton Chance. Oops. So we can only salvage one. I'll leave multiple fairy chance there, so let's salvage this one. Or do we want to salvage something else? Nope. Okay, let's go ahead with Chesterton Chance. Alright, since we salvaged 2 equipments, the good thing about salvaging is before there's still a chance for you to get that same artifact, but this time it's gonna fall here on the salvage artifact. You can buy them for the same amount that we were able to buy them before, but we're not gonna do that, and hopefully we get better artifacts this time. Okay, Divine Chalice, times 10 gold chance, and Ring of Ragnarok. Alright, so Ring of Ragnarok is pretty much benefits pet build as well, so it's not a bad one that we got. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I mentioned I'm gonna show you guys how to use optimizers. Alright, so we're gonna be using an optimizer. So there's one from Compendium that you can make a copy of. Basically, you open the Google Sheet and then you make a copy. Okay. So here, I already made a copy for our Solcam Gaming. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put check on the artifacts that we have. Since we have Heroic Shield, what else do we have? Got Heroic Shield, Book of Prophecy, Drunken Hammer, Hero's Blade. Let's go back there. Heroic Shield. Oops. Gaming. This one. We got this one. And Heroic Shield. Dimensional Elixir. Heart of Storms. What else do we got? We got this one and Bring It right now. What else do we have? That's about all of it. So if you will notice, some of the relics that we have, namely Divine Chalice, Laborer's Pendant, Invader Shield, Axe of Muerte, and the rest of them are not listed over here. The reason being is because those artifacts are capped artifacts, meaning they have a cap of level 40. Okay, so they're not listed there because pretty much this optimizer is just going to tell you on how much you're going to put on the remaining artifacts that are not capped. Alright, so what we're going to do is we need to put the amount of lifetime relics that we have. Okay, so going back, we can check that to our stat page, skill points, then stats, and go to the bottom part. It's this one. Okay, so as you can see, our lifetime relics is at 3.88k. So let's put that here. 3.88k, 3.88,000. Okay. Now, how many artifacts do we have? To check that, we can simply go here, tap on your Swordmaster, and there is artifact collected. It's showing 15. Is it the right one? Okay, so that's the right one. So it's 50. Alright, so 15, and our highest hero is Aya the Lightning Violet. So we're gonna put that there. That happens, just do that. Here we go, Aya. And no ascension because we haven't ascended yet. We're gonna be using CS. And this one is pretty much useless because we don't have Book of Shadows yet. So, but ideally we're gonna leave it at 50% during tournaments. This is how we're gonna do it, okay? Now, by the way, for the current artifacts that you have, as you can see, there's a total effect over here. So if you will check, if we switch over to pet, so you can see that's gonna change to 9. Exponent of 9. Earlier it's 7 for CS, but because our artifacts geared toward pet, that's why that happened. It pretty much gave us, or it's an indicator that you will have a better pushing power when using pet build. Okay, so we're gonna use the pet build, and we're gonna do the levels that it's telling us. So for heroic shield, we're gonna level it 9, and book of prophecy 7. So let's just leave it at 1 by 1 each. So we're gonna level this 9, and then book of prophecy 7. And then 9 for Drunken Hammer, and Heroic Blade 7, Influential Elixir 2. You will see I was accidentally leveled this to 3. Sorry, I forgot which one. Okay. 9, 7, and then 10 for Pot of Storms. 9, 7, and 10. Okay, so the rest of our artifacts, what we would want to upgrade would be, we're gonna try to maximize our remaining relics, which is 215. So we're first going to upgrade cheapest one. Okay, so as you can see, this one is 1. Let's buy that. That becomes 3, okay, 6. So they're both Divine Chalice and Bring of Ragnarok are on the same amount now. Let's look at that here. Do we have anything? So let's bring it over 10. Okay, those are over 10. They were spended. Greater Shield, Critical Chance. Boots of Paramus is at 12. Bound Gauntlet is at 12. 8, 18, 8, 18. Okay, we got everything to 18 now. Let's bring this one up to 50. Still got 5%. The reason I'm putting more here is because this is one of the S tier artifacts, and we really would want to have this at its cap level 40 as soon as possible. As I mentioned, killing portals would give you 50 stages, and we want that 50 stages. It's gonna give us a speed whenever we're farming. Okay, so let's go 12, 16, over 20, over 20, over 20, and there's not much that we can trade. So we're not gonna be wasting some relics over here because we're not gonna use that much. So as you can see, we have power of swiping. So if I swipe like this, it's, as you can see over here, it's showing that it's like we're tapping. As you can see, if we tap like that, that's the time that this circle is actually getting full. So if we swipe, it's getting full passes because it's like we're tapping 20 taps per second. Okay, so I guess that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna continue to farm. Basically, we're gonna be trying to hit the farthest stage that we can, and then we're gonna prestige and do it over and over again. So let's just check a little bit about our opponents here. So checking it, we're at level 50. As you can see, some of them are already at stage 2000. That simply means that my current potential is at stage 2000 as well. But I'm not yet able to get there because I haven't, since we just joined the tournament. As you can see, the time left is already 22 hours and 49 minutes. Basically, we joined it around 23 hours. 1 hour is lost. That happens because how the system looks for your opponents is that there is a 4-hour window time frame. Okay, within the first 4 hours, from the first person that joined that bracket, uh, the system will calculate people with the same potential. And within 4 hours, if people within that same potential join at that time, they will get, or they will be part of that tournament. So the most hours that you can lose or lose in a tournament is 4 hours, close to 4 hours. Okay, but sometimes if there's no people that have joined the game around your potential within the last 4 hours, you will be the first one, and you will see as the hour goes by, there will be more people joining your tournament. But as you get higher stages, for example, at my stage at 43,000, there have been a couple of tournaments where I was the only one. Okay, so that happens, and that's actually a great thing, because there's no competition. You will get the first place, the first prize. Yes, the first or the prize for the first place. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. Tomorrow I'd love to give you show you how far we're gonna be able to get. I'm gonna try to get as far as we can, for so that we'll be able to get as much rewards as possible. I hope we can get to top one. Hopefully we'll be able to get better relics. Most likely this guy has a couple of S tier relics to be able to get that far, or maybe it's because of the few hours ahead of time that he was able to play, and he was able to push that far. Okay, but what we're gonna do, guys, is we're not gonna open the tournament window for the next 20 hours. So pretty much, whoa, our player became a shadow clone. Wow. So we're not gonna open our the tournament window until the time that we're about to finish. Okay, maybe well, I guess for the sake of this video, I'm gonna open it at 10 minutes before. But most of the time, I don't really open it until 5 seconds remaining, and I always join the tournament at the time that I'm sure I'll be able to be at least a couple of hours active before the tournament ends. Okay, so that's how I usually do it. That's how I usually join the tournament. Alright, so you would want to do that as well, so that you will be able to make sure that you will do that last push for the last remaining time. Alright, so yeah, going back, we got Fire Sword and Hand of Vida, so we'd like to have that active, and Deadly Strike as well. So if you will see, just to let you guys, just to show you guys, if I use some of, if I use the skills, I don't have any mana here. But if I learn another skill, there will be more mana. Sometimes it doesn't get full, but because my mana pool is just a little, it gets full. So that's one tactic that you can do. Actually, I used to do that. I just use one skill, learn the next one, use it, learn the next one, and use it, and then wait for them to finish, then learn a new skill, like we did right now, the Shadow Clone. And then, but we're not gonna use our mana for the Shadow Clone. We're gonna be using it for the same skills that we've used. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and push for a bit and do a couple of prestige. One of the comments I have from friends is that they would want me to record how many prestige I get at what specific levels I prestige, how many skill points. By the way, we got 1 skill point for the first prestige we did on stage 434, and then I'm gonna record as well how much exact relics we got from the prestige that we're gonna get. Okay. As for the diamonds and the pets, it's kind of a bit hard to keep track of them. But let me see if I'll be able to track the pets. But for diamonds, due to the randomness of the fairy ads, I might not be able to keep track of it. But maybe one thing that I can do is that I can hold off from getting the diamonds available the progression. Uh, or achievement progression. So I'm gonna hold on doing that. Maybe as well as the daily achievements. Okay. So that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and play some more. I'll be able to play a lot at that this time because there's not much thing that I need to do for the next day. So hopefully we'll get to a high ranking on the tournament, and hopefully top one if possible. But if not, at least we get to as high as much as possible as we can. So thanks for watching again. Thanks for watching our day 4 Tap Titan gameplay walkthrough. And tomorrow, see you guys again. If you like the video, please do subscribe, share, and like as well. Thanks again. Bye for now.